suicidal, there is hope. You don't want to wear any masks any longer? This cannot be fixed. I can't be fixed. My grandmother used to say, you can't fix a broken wagon wheel, but you can take the parts and build a new one. Mahatma Gandhi said, if I had no sense of humor, I would long ago have committed suicide. Suicide worldwide. And society is still judging suicide because of internal helplessness, I guess. Deep down we know what suicidal people are seeking for, and they are not able to get it. Nobody talks about the inner horror facing suicide. It's such a difficult decision to do out of a collapsed body. There's no other way. If we would help to regulate the nervous system, the number of suicide would decrease tremendously. Sometimes those with the darkest past create the brightest future. What if the person contemplating suicide isn't really wanting to die, but is longing for a place where they truly belong? We can transform our suicidal wishes into pure life power. We as society need to stop with the stigma around suicide and open more up to deeply share what drives us into this horrible state where we don't see any other chance than leaving this planet. There's hope, and we should go for it. When you see signs of depression and an increased longing for addiction, go out and search for help. Early interventions could help so much and preventing so many families from the pain of suicide. Often suicide is misunderstood and people, family members, are so helpless how to relate to that force. Beneath lies a deep longing for connection, safety and belonging. Most of suicidal humans are not necessarily seeking death, but seeking relief from pain, loneliness, or feelings of disconnection. Most of the time, we see a deep longing for going home, a place where everything is so much better than here. A desire to return to a place of unconditional love or inner peace that they feel they've lost or they never had on this planet. I know where you are going through. You are not alone with that. When you are in that suicidal loop, talk with someone and reach out to people who can help you with your suicidal tendencies. Don't feel ashamed. Share and connect. Normally, you don't see when someone is suicidal. It's such a secret and somehow sacred place to be. In my practice, lots of people opened up and they shared their secret thoughts about it. It was often combined with lots of toxic shame. Reaching out and making the topic essential was one of my biggest learnings in my work. Thank you to all my clients I could travel with. They changed my life as well. Here's the saying, what always touched me again and again. I want to take my life. Yes, take your life in your hands. Often we didn't take our lives while we were alive, and therefore we love to dream ourselves away with the thought of committing suicide? What is the deeper meaning for you taking your life? What are you longing for? Imagine what would be better and just go for that relief you immediately feel or sense. Your soul knows how to take your life in a good and self-attuned state. Surrender into that moment of relief again and again. Here are some sentences I heard regularly from my patients. I can't do it anymore. It's too much. Just leave me all alone. Nobody sees me. I always have to give. It's enough. I'm a burden for this life. I feel completely disconnected. Kind of trauma. So let's integrate the trauma. When developmental trauma hits us, it happened often in a very young age, and then we have no words about this internal dark world. Then we need a presence around us which can hold that pain without having immediately solutions. Wait with the solution and just hold the pain. It wants to be released. Unmet needs, love, understanding and safety can be established now. You can always do it tomorrow. Just wait and think about it. Everybody had more or less suicidal thoughts in their lives, and self-harming tendencies are an attempt to regulate your nervous system. When you have a full plan how to commit suicide, and it's already a fully flashed picture, then please share it with someone. Nothing is wrong with you, and maybe you're just burdened with an illness which was not diagnosed. Everything can be fixed. When you are depressed, you think you're wrong. It's a profound and psychic state which you could reverse. Do all the treatments first, and then decide. And keep in mind, if you commit suicide, you will hurt, of course, other people. Don't forget others being involved in your decision. Maybe they could give you some connection you are longing for. Why committing suicide when you can go there already? When people try to prevent suicide, they often miss what is truly needed. With my approach, I surrender into the opportunity of suicide to get a flavor for what is needed to transform the darkness into the light. That needs proper attunement and the ability to wait with a fixing attitude. Listen, understand, address the underlying pain. That can already change the dramatic loneliness. When we meet the internal horror, don't try to ask why. Create a healing field around you and that person and radiate love. It'll change the unspoken pain. When you see someone in need, stop talking and radiate loving understanding. Don't try to convince and change direction. Stay with what is and surrender into a bigger unified field of vibrational love. When you can invite that, you are changing the world and preventing the world from a rising suicidal rate. Sometimes the greatest act of love is listening. Just don't subscribe and don't give me a comment, and rather listen to someone in need.